So with that being said, 5 or 6 millionaires, and that's a big feat. Not a lot of women. First of all, not a lot of people even meet millionaires, let alone date millionaires, right? So if you dated
True.
6 millionaires, what was the issue with any of them that could not go long term?
Good
A
question.
lot of times, I think when you're in a certain caliber inside of your life, you have the option to move around and do whatever you want to do. And at those particular times in my life, I was a lot younger. I didn't know what I had sitting in front of me. So I
Told you.
probably wasn't taking my exposure as seriously as I should have at that time. So now that I'm a much more mature woman, if I get my run again, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that.
So when
Guys, just put the flowers down in the comments. What did I just say? When they date a millionaire or two, even if he's not a millionaire, but he has money and is willing to spend on them, they get stuck in that mindset. It's like a sugar rush. It's like they have a sweet tooth for those kind of men. So they refuse to date average guys. They may fuck on them here and there, let them clap cheeks, but they still believe they are entitled to that kind of man. So they'll spend 30, 40, 50 years still hoping to find another man, another rich man who's willing to spoil them. So they overlook all the average guys. Because she's talking about times when she was 25. I can tell from her facial structure, she was a really, really, really drop dead gorgeous. So I can tell that rich men were really after her when she was younger. But now time has passed, but she's still stuck in the past of I only deserve millionaires and rich guys to date.
was the last time you dated a millionaire? How old were you?
The last time I was
She's gonna lie.
probably in my
She's
maybe
gonna lie.
40s.
So we're saying
Even 40s, she's 53. Even 40s, that's a long time ago. At least, what? She's 53, so a good 10 years ago. So she's still stuck in that. She's still hoping to find another millionaire, even if she had one or two, even if she had 20 of them. She's still hoping to find it the same lifestyle, the same rich guy who's going to spoil her. But time has gone. Those rich guys want younger women.
10 years
About
ago?
10 years ago.
Okay, so 10 years ago was the last time you dated a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're saying, so what at 51 do you wish you would have knew at 40 so you could have just locked it in?
Well, for one, I think that your environment is extremely important. And as I stated earlier, I worked at the stock exchange. I worked at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange in Chicago. So my whole exposure and my whole everything was the entity of finance and money. So I would tell my younger self to look at your environment and take advantage of the opportunity for the environments that you're in. And don't be afraid to let go of anything that's not serving you properly. So for me personally, at 51 years old, I was just in the presence of a high affluent entertainer. I don't think he knew that I was 10 years older than him. And I told him no. I told him I was not going to go home with him and hang out with him personally. So I think that.
But let's get there because
Okay.
that's not what you want, though. You don't want to just go home with somebody and hang
Correct.
out. Are you, or are you seeking that? Or are you seeking?
No. That's why I turned that down because that's not what I want. I want respect behind the money.
Right. Now let me ask you this. Those millionaires that you dated, were they situations like that or were you in relationships?
They were probably more situationships that could have turned into relationships had I taken my environment seriously.
So you think, so the reason it wasn't a relationship was on your accord, not the guy's accord?
I would probably say yes, because I think that I think that we have the opportunity to lead the situation because we have the power in the situation.
I disagree with that. And
Yeah, so what happens because, like I said, I keep saying this. I can tell like 20 years ago, she was a really like drop dead gorgeous. She's not bad looking now, but there's obviously a difference. We all get old, right? So 20 years ago, she was a drop dead gorgeous. So she probably had 5, 10, even 20, even 30 rich men going after her. So all she did was trying to act like she's always going to have them coming for her. So because it happens even right now, women have so many options on social media, men flying in their DMs all the time. So they always think the grass will be greener. And then years go, 5 years, 10, 15. and they're still thinking the options will be open. And then before they know it, they're 53, still hoping to find a millionaire.
Let me tell you the reason why. And this is why I'm asking you because, like you, I live in a world of men who are fluid and have money.
Okay.
The biggest thing that I have seen is a lot of them do not want to become husbands because it doesn't, in their mind, it doesn't make a benefit. Now, we could challenge that disbelief all day long.
Okay.
But that, now, of course, there are millionaire men who are married. And so I'm not saying that all men that got money do not get married. But I think even in your own experience, this is why I was asking you about your experience.
Okay.
If you dated 6 millionaires and they were all situationships, would that not be a sign that these were not men that were trying to settle down and become a husband, or no?
Well,
That's
for
true.
me, as I stated, I think that when I was in my youth, in my prime, everything was at my footsteps, but I didn't realize it.
Okay.
So had I
That's what I say. When they're young and beautiful and every man is throwing themselves at them, they think it's going to be the same 20 years later, 30 years later. They think when they're 50, when they're 60, rich men are still going to be throwing themselves at her, at them. So they leave all the good guys. They even, brush off some rich guys, hoping and thinking more rich men will keep coming 10 years later, 20 years later. But she's realizing, hey, I'm 53 and no more rich men want me.
understood what I was in front of, I could have made the relationship work for me. That's I could have controlled that relationship more.
So you can't. Where those men at? I mean, they still alive. Why can't you go back to those guys?
They're dealing with
They
younger
were once
women.
at the stock exchange. I'm not in that environment anymore. I'm an entrepreneur myself, pursuing my own dreams, my own goals, my own aspirations. And so I'm totally focused like a deer in headlights with making my business and my real estate industry pop for myself. So I'm not really focused on that so much per se. I'm focused on me and mine more than anything.
Got you. Okay. So if he doesn't make $1 million, he's not an option.
No, that's not true. I want a millionaire. But if as long as he is taking
what is the bare minimum there? Because if you want a millionaire, I'm assuming 100K would be too low.
No, I would probably say at least maybe 200.
Okay.
Around that much.
And the only reason she wants a man who makes 200,000 or even $1 million, like she really wants a millionaire, but she's saying she'll give the guy who makes 200K a chance. That's because she has the expensive lifestyle that she wants the man to come take care of. Because they throw around the whole I'm a boss lady, entrepreneur, I do my own thing, I make my own money. But really, they want the man to come to pay their bills so they don't have to spend their money or they don't have to work as much. So she wants to drop down from working 40 hours to 20 hours. I mean, who wouldn't? I would take the deal too. But that's what they really want, a man willing to come and spend money on them. That's why they want him to have lots of money.
And it went all the way left in the comments and all this stuff, because that was my take on it. But for me, I don't think it's hard to find men that are well established. I think it's all about where you place yourself and what you want in life and the energy that you're attracting to yourself. So I don't want to necessarily do that again because I don't want to have to be bothered with all of that. But definitely someone that's very well established. If that's good enough, I don't want to put a number on.
That's fine. I guess if I can ask you a few questions.
Of course.
Have you ever dated a millionaire?
Yeah, because I used to work at the stock exchange. So that was my environment at that time. So after I worked there, I understood, that you place yourself in environments. It's your network is your net worth. So if you place yourself in the right environments, then your exposure is there. So that was my exposure.
Okay.
But you're older now.
With that mindset, and I do agree. You put yourself in those environments. Are you doing that now?
Oh, yes, for sure. I'm a realtor and a business owner. So I'm only going to the places that are going to help me advance my businesses.
Okay. So when you meet these men, because I'm going to tell you right now, I do actually, and I know it to be true. I have millionaire men that do watch the show, but if you're in the face of one, and this is important, are y'all like communicating? Is he asking you out on dates?
I would say, yeah. I mean, I'm not just going in, I don't want anybody asking me about, my what I make. So I'm not going in the door doing that, but I'm in the environments where I know that that's where my surroundings are.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's pretty much so that that's just what it is. But, I don't go in the door asking anyone, how much money do they make? I think that that's
No,
tacky.
no, I get that. I wasn't asking that. I guess I was asking, since you're in these circles, are these men approaching you? Like, if since you're
Uh,
in, okay, so you're
yeah,
dating right now.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll move on. I guess just want to kind of get whatever the minimum is. So you said a millionaire before. If a man made less than 200K, is that too low?
Uh, no, because in all honesty, Kendra, it's not. I mean, it is what a person makes, but it really is what a person does with the finances and what they think of you as a woman. So, yeah, I think with six figures plus, I think that you could probably handle doing nice things and encouraging your woman and stuff like that. So,
And there it is. That's the only reason they want men who make more than six figures, because they want you to do nice things for them. What do those nice things look like, you ask? Well, traveling is for one, because if right now she's paying for her own trips, when she gets in a relationship, you best believe she wants you to pay for the trips now. If right now she's taking herself once a month to nice restaurants, when you're dating, it's going to be a weekly thing. And if she has never even been to an expensive restaurant, she's going to expect you to do it. Gifts, maybe even her rent, even just cash money just for the sake of it. So those are things some of you guys who have the money should be thinking about. Okay, it's not that she just wants you to make this money. No, she wants you to spend it on her for high lifestyle. Just word to a wise.
yeah.
Okay, they want me to ask this question. Are you
Mhm.
currently dating a millionaire now?
She's gonna lie.
No, I'm not. No,
Okay.
currently right now I'm just moving around throughout the city, but I mean it's not like that's not my environment because
She's in the
that's where I place
streets.
myself. So I can say yay or nay to one. It's my option. I mean,
Ooh, okay, we're gonna leave it there. Let's do the Kendrick hand.
Okay. I'm gonna have my girlfriend hold the phone for me.
Hey, girlfriend.
Hi. What? Oh shit! Wait, here, let me. Cause this cord is pretty long, so.
Okay, is this
All right, right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, Kendra.
Ooh,
Yeah, she looks good. She's pretty in good shape for a 53-year-old lady. But I can tell 20 years ago, wee, she was a drop dead. I can assure you that. Like, I can tell her facial structure 20 years ago, even maybe 30 years ago, she was smoking hot. So I see why she's still stuck in the past. That just because she used to get rich men then, when she was 23, she thinks she can still command a rich man now. Now, unless the guy is 80 years old, but I can guarantee you right now, I don't think she wants an 80-year-old man.
I like your outfit.
Thank you very much, Kendra.
She still looks good.
Crystal, would you date outside your race?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean,
Of course, she's all about the money.
Yeah. I mean,
comfortable.
there is no. I mean, if you are trying to live your life and enjoy life, you
See?
can't allow yourself to be limited to one race. I mean, my preference is, of course, to be with my own kind because we have things more in common. We understand each other. But the reality of it is that if you're, enjoying life and you're leveling up, you cannot discriminate.
Okay.
I told you, she's all about the moolah, man. It's all about the Benjamins, man. So she's looking for a retirement plan. She's tired of working, whatever she's doing. She just wants a rich man, a sugar daddy, just to take her traveling, buy her nice things, like she said, level up the lifestyle, like she said. And that's why she's demanding a guy who has that much money. My, I mean, if I'm to predict, my prediction is she's probably never gonna find that guy again. It's gonna be slim to none. And Slim, last I heard, Slim was, you know, in a coma last night. He went into a coma last night in the hospital. So I don't know if she's gonna find that millionaire man or any man who's willing to just spend money on her, especially when that kind of man can get her version of a 25-year-old, because she's competing with younger women for the same kind of man. They are all skipping over the average guy and only want rich guys who are willing to spend money on them and take them on trips. This was a good video. I mean, so much to learn. What do you guys think? It's crazy out here dating. Shout out to Kendra G, man. Link down below.